calculating your costs is the first step to run a profitable 3D printing business. But here's the twist. Profits are not made in a spreadsheet. They're made in the way the product feels to your customer. So today I want to walk you through 3 practical exercises to increase the perceived value of your prints, so you can charge more, sell faster, and grow your margin. And the first trick is really good. And the reason why it's really good, it's because it's so simple, it almost feels like cheating. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to head over STLFLIX and pick a model that I think it works with this trick. All right, so here's the model. The model is called Sweet and Sour. It's a candy bucket. And the way I picked this model is because it's meant for multicolor 3D printing. And we know that multicolor 3D printing is a bit tricky for you to get it very profitable because it takes a lot of time to print. It has a lot of waste in filament. It has a lot of waste in time. So it's kind of tricky for you to nail the profitability of these models. But instead of doing them multicolor, I'm going to combine parts with fuzzy skin and parts where I'm just gonna leave the filament as it is, creating that matte and glossy contrast that only 3D printing is able to effectively provide, especially when we print with a silk filament. All right, so now I'm here at the bamboo slicer and I'm going to try to print this on my A1 Mini. I don't know if it's gonna be possible because the model is a little bit big, but yeah, it fits. All right, so now what I have here is the entire model on a single finishing idea, right? So I'm gonna go on objects, and as you can see, inside the same object, we have different objects in here. We have different parts, and this is how the slicer opens it up for us. So you have the melting and the skull. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the skull, I'm gonna go on fuzzy skin, and I'm going to do the contour of the fuzzy skin. All right, now let me do that with the skull here, and I'm also going to do with the skull in this one. All right, so now if I slice it up, it's kind of hard to see, but we do have the 2 very distinctive finishings in here. And when we print it, especially where using a silk filament, it's going to create a lot of contrast because the fuzzy skin kind of applies automatically a little bit of a matte finish because it is a bit more rough. The finishing itself is going to be a bit more rough. So it's gonna kind of like break the shininess that we have sometimes when we 3D print. And then I'm going to make that opposite to using the filament in its original way. The fact that this model is a multi-part model, it's a multicolor model already, makes it really easy because I already have the objects in here very well separated so that I can apply the different finishes. If that was not the case, what I would have to do is I would have to go here and use the fuzzy skin painting, and then I would have to go in and effectively paint the areas that I would like to be with the fuzzy skin. It's doable. In this case, it's actually easy to do it, but I'm not gonna do it right now because as I showed you, it's easier the way that I have already sliced it because it is a multicolor model. So whenever you have a multicolor model available, you can make this trick just by clicking in the slicer which one of the parts inside that object you want to be with the fuzzy skin. All right, so let me double check it. Yes, it still has a fuzzy skin, and here is very visible as well. So this pretty much makes the 2 different finishings within the same model. So I'm gonna head over and print this model. Now that we have done this, let's compare the cost of doing this print this way versus the cost of doing this print on a multicolor way. All right, so let's start by calculating the fuzzy skin option first. All right, the quantity is going to be just 1. The print time 12 hours and 1 minute, and the weight 257 grams. Let's put the cost per filament in here on 12 USD. The printer that I picked is the A1 Mini, 0.18 cents. The cost per kilowatt hour. I'm gonna leave fixed costs blank, amortization blank, and failure percentage 10%. No accessory and packaging. Let's put a 5-time markup. So now what I have in here is the unit cost is $3.57, and that is because I've used $3 in filament, 16 cents in energy, 32 cents is the cost of my failure. The total cost in here is $3.57, and that is for the fuzzy skin version of this model. Now let's go and calculate the multicolor option. All right, so going back to bamboo, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this guy, I'm gonna make it not fuzzy skin anymore, and I'm going to select the melting part, and I'm going to change the color of it. Okay, so now it's kind of like how we printed the version that we have posted on our website. Let me just assemble this a little bit better so that it fits in the print bed. Fits now. No, it doesn't. I'll have to rotate this guy. All right, so now we have the multicolor version sliced. Let's get the price for this guy. So the total use of filament is going to be 590 grams. So it's quite a bit more. And it's gonna take 34 hours and 56 minutes, according to the slicer. All the rest stays the same, which means that the unit cost for this guy is now $8.31. So my question here to you guys is whether you feel like the multicolor version is actually, if it feels for the user 3 times more expensive. Because if you get a very good result and you can kind of sell within the same price, it means that you are making way more profit with the fuzzy skin version. Let's go back to our pricing calculator in here, and let's say you have a 3 times markup on price for your customer. All right, so let me get these two here, which means that if I'm able to sell this at $25 for the multicolor version, I could potentially sell the fuzzy skin version at the same price, but with way more margin. In the end of the day, what you want to is to make more money per print. It's good to sell expensive items, but if you're making more money from those expensive items, it's better for you in terms of profitability. It's going to be better for your business overall. But then there's another twist in here, because you can still keep your multicolor option available when you are selling these items, because it kind of sets a price standard for that product that it's higher because you're actually selling the multicolor version, which can be a little bit of a premium version, but you also have the fuzzy skin / bright option available that is gonna give you the sensation, the feeling of the multicolor option, because it has 2 distinct finishes available. But what you will be selling this with this guy is like 2/3 of the original price, which gives you way more margin for that specific item, and perhaps it's gonna help you push more of that item that you have more margin. So it's actually kind of good for you to have like the flagship option that is more expensive, that you have less margin on it, but you have the second option, which is slightly cheaper but gives you more margin. Other companies have been doing that for a long time, so it's something that you can do as well. And the next one that we have is dry brushing, which is super simple, but it gives an incredible effect. Dry brushing is one of the easiest finishing techniques, and it can completely transform your 3D prints. So what exactly it is? It's when you take a regular paintbrush, dip it lightly into the paint, usually metallic tones like silver or bronze, and then wipe almost all of the paint off on a paper towel, and at this point your brush will look almost empty, but that's exactly what you want. Then you take your print and lightly drag the brush across the surface, and because there's so little paint left, it doesn't flood the surface, but instead it only catches on the raised details, edges, and textures of the model. The deeper recesses remain untouched, and the result is stunning. The print suddenly gains highlights, contrast, and a metallic sheen. What looked like plain plastic now looks like an aged iron, brushed steel, or even stone with natural wear. And here's why this technique is so powerful. It costs almost nothing. You're using just a few drops of paint, literally cents per product. And the brush, you can reuse it over and over and over. It doesn't require artistic talent at all, so you don't need years of practice. And in fact, most people can learn in minutes. On your second try, I can guarantee that you will be making it with no worries. But the trick is, your customer has no idea how simple it really is. They only see the end result. And when they look at the product, they don't think it's cheap plastic. They think it's a metallic, premium, detailed, handcrafted product. And this perception instantly elevates the value of your print. So while the real cost is close to zero, the perceived value can increase dramatically. And that difference between the cost and the perceived value that your customer have over that print is where you can raise your margin. This is where the opportunity comes in. And the last trick that we have is actually printing in multiple parts. It feels like when Bambu first introduced the ability of doing multicolor prints, we all looked at it and thought, well, this actually is something kind of cool. I want to have the option of printing things in multiple colors. But as we started doing that over and over and over, we realized that it's actually very wasteful. It takes a lot of time. And if you're printing for profit, it's hard to be profitable printing in multiple colors. But this is where the designers looking at this came into play and say, hi, don't worry guys, we can still make these in multiple parts and you assemble it together, creating a multicolor object, but spending a fraction of the cost. And this is where the best designers in our community started working to put these models into production as well. So now I'm going to compare the cost of printing in multicolor versus the cost of printing in multiple parts. And I'm going to show you how you can be much more profitable by doing that in multiple parts. So let's go. So I'm gonna go here on STLFLIX and I'm gonna pick one of the latest. Actually, I'm gonna go right here on our #1 download. If it's very well downloaded, most likely it's a model that a lot of people like. So I'm gonna make this one as our model as an example. All right, so let me download the files. Okay, so in here I have both options, right? I have the multicolor option right here with the pink, the white, and the black. And I also have the part right here where I have everything very separated. So I have the hand with the mug itself, the slippers, and these are the eyes. So I have all the parts very separated, right? This is something that it's meant to be printed separately and then you glue it all together. And this is the multicolor option. But in order to make this a fair comparison, I'm gonna fill the bed with these just so we have the advantage here of printing multiple within the same print bed, all right? I'm going to make a few copies of these. So I merged all of these into a single model, all right? And then I'm going to fill bed with copies of these, all right? So this is roughly what you could make. It would be a risky print because you would have a lot of small parts on your print bed for you to juggle. But I guess if you take good care, if you clean your bed very well, you can be successful printing these, right? So let me slice the plates now, and then we will have a fair comparison because I have a bed full of these versus one multi-part, but we will be able to know exactly the price doing a fair comparison in here, as I said. All right, so we have the first one done, and in here we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 units. All right, so let me go to our calculator. It's 14 units. It has 343 grams. So filament costs $12 per kilogram. I think it's a fair assumption. Bubble Lab A1 Mini. Not gonna put fixed cost. Not gonna put a amortization. With a markup of 3, the unit cost is 34 cents. The consumer price is $1. It's actually a really profitable print, I think. And with STLFLIX, you have commercial license over these as well. So now let me put here. And let's do a comparison if we were to make them on a multi-part. All right, we have a 1 hour 16-minute print and the weight is 16.5 grams. So that's very, let's keep the same $12 on filament cost. A1 mini, not gonna do amortization or fixed costs. To the percentage again, 10%, no accessories. I'm gonna put again the 5. Let me see how much it was. Well, let me get to the 250 again. So now my unit cost for the multi-part is actually 23 cents versus 34 cents for the multicolor. And you can always say, okay, but it's a hassle, it's hard work, you have to glue it, everything. Okay, it's fair. If you feel like it's worth for you to save the 10 cents or not, then it's up to you. But what I realized in here is that if I'm using the multicolor, my markup is 7.5 versus on the multi-part, then my markup is 11, which means that this print on the multi-part is actually way more profitable than this one. And in here, I'm already using the technique of putting a bunch of models inside the same print plate, all right? And these are the 3 simple tricks for you to optimize the profits on your prints. Some of them focusing on reducing the cost that you have per print or maximizing the perceived value of the model. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to learn more about 3D printing techniques, some business strategies. We can find all of that inside STL Academy, where we have over 9 different courses on painting techniques, 3D modeling, entrepreneurship, 3D printing, all of this combined for you to learn more and get better results with your 3D printing business. Also, if you want to have access to STLFLIX, that all of these models are available with commercial license, you can find the link also in the description of this video. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more tips like this, and leave a comment down below which one of these tips you already knew and which one of these you think it's a good strategy to maximize your profits as well. See you in the next one.